Hey, Legacy Builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In this video, I am recording our progress towards our financial goals in the first quarter of 2024. So, as far as our income, this spreadsheet tracks our income, investing, and savings goals. Now, we used $2,790 worth of income in the month of January, and I have about 6 different investing platforms. M1 Finance, we did invest in the first quarter, but going forward, we will not be using that platform anymore. But in January, we invested $50 via Robinhood, $15 via M1 Finance, nothing towards the kids' 529s, $10 to Charles Schwab, which used to be TD Ameritrade, nothing in the Roth Vanguard IRA, but $70 went to my Fidelity Roth IRA for a total of $145. And going down to the emergency fund, this was a huge goal, but for the first month of the first quarter, we saved $7.50. It was a tight month for income, but every dollar still makes a difference, right? Short-term savings, we have quite a few of these. Now, in the first quarter of the new year, I started a food fund. So we were trying to build that up, and we started off a little slow, but we added $115 there. And annual bills, back to school, Christmas clothing, those are just, things we're trying to get money in them as much as possible, at least putting $1 a week, if that, just to have something in it. Gifts, home, milestone birthday, got a little bit of money. Next month's bills was our top goal for January. We were trying to get that account to $500. And so we saved $265.17 in the month of January. Transportation got $10, and our vacation fund got $5. So and vehicle insurance got $5. Now, the small amounts still make a big difference for me, um, and I just want to keep adding to this as much as possible. So, in the month of January, towards our purpose funds, we saved $464.17. Now, I have a goal to get at least 30% of our income saved and 20%, I think, invested. But at least we're putting something towards every category each month. These are the most important for my family for right now. So in January, 5% went to investing and 17% went to our savings. So not quite reaching our big goal, but at least we saw that most of it went to our savings because we had to build up that next month's bills fund. And then I'm going to move over to March and talk about not March, but February, how much we saved in February. So going back up to the top, first starting with the income. So for the month of February, our income was a bit higher because we had tax refunds come in, and we used a portion of it to add to our monthly budget. So we had used $4,150 worth of combined income in the month of February. And breaking that down into investing, $50 went to Robinhood, $20 went to M1 Finance, $50 was invested to two of our kids' 529s, college plans, $50 went to Charles Schwab, nothing to the Vanguard IRA yet, and $65 went into the Fidelity. I haven't talked to my husband about this, and I'm not sure if we want to contribute to the Vanguard Roth IRA just yet, because the max the max we're allowed to contribute to the Roth IRA is $6,500, I believe, in the year 2024. So we don't want to have an issue where we over um, invest. So we're just going to focus on Fidelity for right now. So we invested $235 in the month of February. That's a nice jump from January, of course, because we had the extra income. But our big focus was savings. So our emergency fund got $25 in the month of February because it's a priority, but it's not urgent right now. And in our short-term savings, which I call purpose funds, our large goal was to get annual bills to $500. So we added $481.77 to that category or that account. Back to school, again, Christmas, clothing, get at least a few dollars a week. So that was $5. And then food, we added $100 to that fund. Now, we started contributing to our food fund in December of 2023. So there was already a balance in there, just in case anybody's wondering. We are a family of 6, and I look at this and I know that's a little light, but we planned ahead of time. Gifts, home, birthdays, all got $5. Next month's bills didn't get anything since we fully funded it in January. Transportation and vacation got some money. Transportation needs a whole lot more, but we just added $50 in the month of February. Um, our vacation and vehicle insurance funds are with Ally Bank, so pretty much get the small amounts as often as we can. And wellness got $50. So we saved $721.77 in February. So 6% of that income we used went towards investing and 18% went towards savings. So when you look at it, we saved 17% in January and 18% in February, even with the higher income. Most of the income that we did use in February went towards debt though. So if you haven't seen that, check out how we're saving and investing, and then also how we're paying down this credit card debt. So we're a little bit under 6,000 right now. So hopefully by the end of the quarter we'll be maybe at 4 because we're not being as aggressive. One thing you won't see on this spreadsheet is the money that we did receive from our tax refund that we put aside to purchase a new car. So we are going to be buying a new car soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be a certified use that we pay in full with the money we have left, or if we're going to finance the car. But we're going to make the best decision we can for our family. So I'm going to go back up and take a look at March. Now, March was a really high income month again because we had our federal tax refund and we used a good portion of that towards our income. So for March, the income that we used was $9,906. It would be so great if we had that amount of income every single month. So investing did get a good portion of it, but most of it again went towards debt and our savings because again we're buying a car. So you'll see that when we get to the savings portion, how much money we put towards maintaining a car. So investing got $125 in the month of, well, Robinhood got an investment amount of 125, and One Finance didn't get anything, and we're no longer investing in that platform because they're charging a fee to anyone whose portfolio is under $10,000. So for beginners, I think that's just a little bit high. There are other investment apps that are good for beginners and have really low cost investing, really low fees, like Robinhood, for example. And let's pray that they don't fall behind M1 Finance. So 529's got $75. So three of the four children have 529s open. The baby doesn't have one yet because she's just born. So we will open one for her, and I'm hoping to do that in quarter two. $25 was invested via Charles Schwab, nothing to the Vanguard Roth, and $225 went to my Roth IRA with Fidelity. So I thought that was a pretty good month, being that we almost quadrupled. I think we quadrupled our investments in the Fidelity Roth IRA, which is good for me. It's nice to see that we were able to put more towards it. So those tax refunds, they did help. We invested $450 of our income in the month of March. I think it was just under 10% of the income we used, but we'll see. The emergency fund got $75. Again, it's a priority, but it's not an emergency. It's not urgent right now because we do have an established emergency fund and we have to build our savings in other areas and get rid of the debt. So that's why it's not a high number right now. Our short-term savings, again, we used most of the income that we did use from the refund to add to our savings. $70 went to annual bills because, again, we don't have a gas bill right now, but I want to get ahead of it and make sure that when it does start, when that credit is up and we start being billed again, we already have a little cushion in our annual bills fund that we can pull from, or next month's bills, either one. Back to school got $100. Christmas got $105. Clothing got $130. Our food fund got $290. Our gifts fund got $50. And I'm hoping that we'll have enough in quarter two to buy gifts for the teachers for teacher appreciation. We have birthdays in the month of May, which is in the second quarter. So we need to make sure that we can add to it, but also keep enough inside that we don't deplete it, because before you know, it's going to be summer and we're going to want to be on a spending frenzy. Our home fund, $70. It's a new one and we're building that up. We're actually just saving for a down payment for our future home, our future forever home. Milestone birthdays got $80. Next month's bills got $50 just to give it a little tap up. Transportation got $245. Vacation got $115. And the largest of our savings went to vehicle insurance for $865 because we want to make sure we can pay for our insurance in full for 6 months when we get the new car. and $135 went to wellness. So that's a total of $2,305 that we saved in the month of March. I thought this was good. It's a good way to end the quarter strong. So in the month of March, 24% of our income use went to savings and 5% went to investing. So we already see the trend. If you look at January percent to savings, in February and March, we've been consistently saving more as much as possible because we have to. And I'm hoping that quarter two we can either match or exceed what we did in quarter one. I know it's going to be a little tough because those refunds boosted us up a lot, but we have some work to do. We have to, put in some elbow grease and raise up our income, because that's the only way we're going to, one, pay off the debt, and two, continue to increase our savings rate and increase how much we're investing, because we're already a year older. And I just want to make sure we don't fall behind, because I think we're really below where we should be as far as our investments for our retirement and our dividend income. So if you see here, the goal is actually 25% of our income going to investing and 30% going towards savings. The reason why savings is so high is because we do have children, and we had another child in 2024. So we have so much to save for. We have so much to put to good work. So I'm hoping that April will fare to be a great month, kickstarting quarter two. In my mind, I don't think we have done as great as we could have done, but hopefully the numbers, again, will speak for themselves when I do my quarter two update, financial recheck, whatever you want to call it. So that's it for this video. Our income for quarter one totaled $16,846, and I'm hoping that we can exceed that for quarter two, but we'll see. I talk big because I walk by faith and not by sight. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you in the next one. How did your quarter one go? And did you reach any of your financial goals? Let me know down below. Remember to mind your money, you guys. Manage it well and live your lives abundantly. Bye for now.